When it comes to emotional development, I'm going to continue and I'm going to explain why I feel these variables are important. So, according to Yusuf, Zafar, and Kassar, adolescence is in between a weird stage where you are neither an adult nor that of a child. At this stage in a person's life, it becomes even more difficult when an individual struggles to find their own identity, um, fight with social interactions. They struggle with ethical issues and emotional issues. Having good social skills means that you have grown to have friends that you can communicate your emotions to if you are struggling, which means that by communicating, you are making the bad known to be able to fix the bad, to be able to fix your emotional state, to be able to have a healthy, more emotionally healthy, developed lifestyle. When it comes to self-awareness, this helps you find and remember who you are. It is thinking and recognizing your thoughts or emotions that you may or may not align with your standards. You need to be self-aware of who you are and pay attention to if you do not agree with something. Your social skills may help you speak up for your standards, so that your friends can help you keep them and feel safe in the situations that you are in. It is not going to be a walk in the park. Emotional development means that you are going to have to start standing up for yourself. You need to start being more self-aware of what you do and do not like. Do not be afraid to use the word no. That will help you with your emotional development. Do not be afraid to say, I don't want to do that. And emotional development is going to come into play in any situation, social, moral, any of it. All of it is going to tie in to one big thing. You're always going to need to have a good social thing to have a good emotional impact on your life. And you're always going to want to have a good moral boundary to keep this happy. And I say that because without all of them, you might feel more down if you don't have a social interaction, because you might not have someone to release the bad things or the negative things that you want to say. You might not have someone there to be there when you need it, and to be there if you need someone to comfort you. And that's not always a bad thing, but it's not always a good thing either. I grew up with very little friends, and it was very, very hard on me not to have friends. And I was always in unhealthy relationships socially, emotionally, and morally because I just wanted to fit in. You need to have all healthy boundaries along the way, not just in one stage of your life. Having empathy will help with being able to feel what others around you are feeling. It can make you feel sad for them. It can make you worry for them, but it all can also help you to get them help, because you will know when to tell an adult that you trust to get them the help they need. It can make you feel happy for them, like if they are excited about a new baby sister. Not all things are going to be a healthy thing in this part of your emotional development. And this is where, again, my Care Bear is going to come in. My Care Bear here, like I said, we're going to call Maria. Maria's family member is abusing Maria, and she tells you in confidence that she is being abused. That right there will have you having her empathetic. She may make you promise not to tell anyone that she is being abused. However, to help Maria, you have to do what is morally right, what is emotionally right for you, and what is socially right for you. which is not to keep Maria's secret. You're going to want to tell a trusted adult. You're going to want to be socially adequate and tell a social adult. Yes, you will have empathy. You will feel bad for her. You will feel sorry for her. But in order to help Maria with her social issue and her emotional issue, you have to be able to be there not only as a friend, but as someone that you can tell to trust. Yes, but someone that she can trust to get her out of a bad situation. And sometimes that means breaking your friend's trust to be emotionally healthy in your own way. Because of her, you now have broken her trust, but you have helped her gain a more healthy social interaction with other people because she's not going to be worrying about the bruises that cover her body. For you, it'll take a toll off you emotionally to tell because you don't have to carry the burden of that big of a secret. And it will make you a lot healthier in the end. Having emotions means that you get to teach yourself how to self-regulate how you feel. This means that you need to be able to know when it is appropriate to show certain behaviors and how you react to certain feelings that you have. This is where you will learn when and where certain emotions are appropriate. This is also another way to help you healthily learn how you are feeling over certain aspects. This is where you're going to look to family members and friends to help you learn when the emotions that you do have need to be more regulated. Take, for instance, my friend Maria again. Maria tells you that her family member dies. This is where you're going to self-regulate yourself and your emotions, and you're going to not laugh or be happy. You're going to have empathy. This is where your self-regulation is going to be the most important, is showing empathy and sadness for others and happiness and all of that, to self-regulate your own emotions to make sure that you know what the appropriate emotion is to have. When it comes to motivation, it helps us know why we do and act the way that we do. It helps by letting us know the behavior that we have and why we act a specific way with an emotional reaction that you have. Having a healthy emotional development means learning what emotions that you have, and it also helps by giving you the things you need to understand what you are feeling and friends to help you through the good and bad of your emotional forefront. That does not mean that you will always have bad emotional days. It means that you're going to be where you have some healthy and some bad. You're going to be like a teeter-totter. Up and down with your emotions. And this is where your friends and everything will come into play to help you keep your emotions at a balanced, healthy level instead of on a bridge, falling. They're going to help you balance that out with all of these variables. Next, we are going to talk about adolescents' healthy moral development. The variables that I found most important are family, culture, peers, knowing right and wrong, punishment, and I will continue this on the next slide. To explain, I went to a winter formal with a foster brother of mine. And I had to choose between a red dress that was long and covered everything or an inappropriate dress that barely fit me. So morally, I'm going to choose an appropriate dress. The red dress that has the long flow almost all the way down and covering my feet over the dress that is not appropriate. This is a moral decision that I had to make, and I had to use my moral development to do it.